extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit.
Remember, I gave you the loop and you chopped it down.
Oh, with the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my nigga, Young Lad.
Young Lad, that's his name.
Yep.
Hey. Wait a minute. Where the fuck did you get this?
Hey, man. I tell you, it's Cast
Holy
One, man.
shit.
This is what he does, man. It's the man with the plan.
God damn. This
I
nigga
ain't
pulled
Clark
out
Kent.
an old ass beat I made. God damn.
It ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali. We here feeling good, feeling great as usual. Another episode here at Element Recording Studios in Pomona. Shout out Cast One, man.
Hey.
He out.
Peace.
Hey, Cass over here deep in the crates, man, pulling out the deep
What in the
beats.
world? Shout out to Selfie, man. This was one of the first artists I worked with from out this way.
No cap?
No cap at all.
Man, well, if you don't know, we here with another episode, and this is our special guest. Man, a brother of the IE, my nigga, famed producer. Hold on, let's just get it real.
Let's not go that far.
See, he's so humble. So humble. Master art of nah, man, this is my brother, man. This is Audio King in the house, man. Welcome.
What it do?
Big Cali world.
Yes, sir.
Man, finally got you here, brother.
I'm glad to be here, bro.
Dang, man. Hey, low key, I have to come clean. I was gonna start off with this, man. A lot of shit's going down with this virus. This coronavirus.
Fucking A, bro.
And-
This shit's wild. When they canceled the NBA, I knew it was real, bro. I knew it was real.
AK. Bro.
I didn't want to believe it, but once they canceled the NBA, it was like, all right, yo.
Bro,
It's a conspiracy against the Lakers. That's
It's a conspiracy against the Lakers. Break it
we
down.
was for sure finna win the
We had
championship
it.
this year.
We were
for
in
sure
pocket.
finna win it.
We beat Giannis.
We beat him. We beat
We
Kawhi.
beat
you know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
ass Clippers on that weak ass court that they got, that black court.
Man, it was about to happen.
And it was
but
about to happen, and then all of a sudden this fucking virus got niggas sneezing and buying all the
Shit,
toilet paper
we-
and hand sanitizer.
Now we can't even pass blunts to each other, man.
I don't know. We really rolled up our own, like just subconsciously you rolled up and I rolled up.
Shit wild, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, but on the low, it helped because you had to go to South by. And like you were like going and you were like,
Yeah,
I don't even know if I can even make. Yeah, you knew you could make it. You wanted to, but you're just like, I got to talk to my team. You know what's
Right.
up.
I was for
But
sure
then when that
headed
shit
out.
got canceled, it was like, well,
Oh, yeah. I'm free now. Shit.
man, how did it, like, bro, it's so much shit I can go about. You're a famed, you DJ first, right? Or did you produce
No,
first?
I produced first.
What got you started in producing? Like, what did that start at?
Honestly, my cousin started producing. I don't even know when he started, but he got me into it around 2004.
Right.
So that's
2004, goddamn, you like almost a dub in.
almost. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I started producing when I was 14. So yeah, it was
Fruity Loops?
actually MPC.
Oh, you went in.
Yeah, MPC was the first way I started learning. And then I went from that to Cubase.
And that's what you on right now, or what do you use now?
Currently, I'm on Ableton. I'm on Ableton, yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy? When I first started getting into like knowing I wanted to do mixes and shit, one of my DJ homies, Jimbo, he told me about Ableton. And I was like, I don't know, man. It looked difficult. That shit was hard as hell. I don't know how you learn that shit.
It's definitely confusing when you first look at it, but once you get into it, it's fire.
Did you have any books or any teaching of like, all right, this is how you learn how to produce? This is what you do. Like, how'd you get into that?
Nah, because YouTube had barely started cracking when I started producing. You know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube opened in 2004 or started.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
you're
So
right.
it wasn't no tutorials and all that shit.
Exactly. Only thing on YouTube was fucking like crazy movies and
Cat
niggas,
videos.
Like, yeah, cat videos. Niggas falling, like fat people falling on tables.
Yeah, exactly. So I pretty much learned through trial and error, bro.
What was like your first? Cause here's what I was getting to. Cause when I first heard your beat, when I first heard your music, I mean, I was in the function and I heard a lot of your beats, and I was like, niggas was like, you know, he from the IE, right? I was like, what? I was like, nah, man, who is this nigga? And then I realized you knew all my homies. Like, you knew a bunch of niggas I knew from out here.
Right.
Where are you like from? Where's your people? Like, people's from? Like, how'd you come?
I'm born and raised in Riverside, bro. Spent my whole life out there. I went to school at Woodcrest Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Woodcrest Christian. I used to play them in basketball. I used to go to Marina Light Christian schools.
Oh, nice.
And we used to play them in basketball. Very rare.
Definitely, I went to a private school. I was blessed to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
would you say that made a difference?
In what?
In like how you were up broad or even your musical taste or something? Because you're
around
so many people. You're around so many different people that's probably different from
the thing is, that school was filled with a bunch of like higher class people, you know what I'm saying? Their parents had bread.
Right.
Our parents did well for themselves, but they wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So although I went to that school, I still lived in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So all my homies and shit, they was, you know what I'm saying? They regular niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we would just be around, and they would influence me a lot, but at the same time, I was like the token black guy at that school, you know what I'm saying? So
right. I've been that person, especially when I went to private school.
Yeah, it was kind of weird in that sense, you know what I'm saying? I was one of 4 black people in my entire school.
Damn.
So.
And being that person, like, it's kind of funny. Like, they come to you with all the questions, all the black questions.
Every single one.
Like, hey, so, bro, like, I know a question.
It worked out, though, because, you know, the white boys, they love to smoke weed, so that was my gig, you know what I'm saying?
Is that where you first, would you say you
Absolutely.
first got introduced to that shit in private school? Shit like that?
To slanging, hell yeah.
Because it was, you're for sure literally, what's my nigga from Power? Wait, my nigga from Power.
Oh, nigga.
The kid that went to school was hustling.
Oh, nigga. I can't be Tariq, nigga.
Not
Hold
Tariq.
on, nigga. Wait a minute. Don't give me Tariq.
I can't give you Tariq.
Hell no. That fuck nigga, man.
Hey, yo, man. Tariq was out there hustling, though.
Hey, but
can you not give him that he was hustling?
He was hustling, but low key, the whole motherfucking show was fucked up because of him, man. And I'm sorry if spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying? He fucked it up. He fucked up everything.
His mama is in jail right now because of him.
Because of him.
On the low, and his daddy dead.
He killed his daddy. Damn it.
That's rare.
I'm sorry if I just spoiled it. I'm sorry if I just spoiled it. But anyways.
Oh my God. So like, just out of curiosity, so when you were 14, how did you get into producing? Like, what? Like you just woke up one day? Did you just wake up one day and you were like, today's the day I'm gonna start producing?
Nah, like I said, my cousin was producing before that.
Who's your cousin? What's his name?
His name, he go by Showtime. You know what I'm saying? He don't really do music like that anymore. But
okay.
Originally, that was just my older cousin. I looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? So he started making beats. He showed me how to use the MPC, and it was over from there.
What was your first beats like? Do you remember them right now? Do you remember like the process of them?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I remember creating my first few beats. I can still think of them in my head too a little bit. Yeah.
Did you have homies that was rapping on them?
I was rapping on them.
Damn.
Yeah. So low key, I started out rapping, and the whole production thing, like I said, he was producing, but he was producing for himself.
Got it.
So that was like,
it wasn't for you. It was just like
it wasn't for him, but that was like the mentality I had. You make beats for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Damn, that's deep because you really be making beats for hella niggas now.
What
was that process of changing that format? When were you just like, you know what? I need to just start giving these niggas shit. My homies is like spitting on this shit.
I kind of lost the passion for rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was heavily influenced. I used to listen to Game and Black Wall Street, you know what I'm saying? K-Dot super early. So it was just like a whole bunch of gangsta influence. But I was going to Christian school, so I didn't live that life.
Crazy ass culture shock. Motherfuckers, what's up? Nigga, we here. And you go to school, you're like, all right, what's up, y'all? How you doing, Kyle?
Welcome to Bible class.
What's
you know
up?
Like,
I said Kyle.
No, so like that was it. Like, I just wasn't living that life, you know what I'm saying?
So you just knew that wasn't a part of your repertoire of what you
And I didn't really have like I didn't want to like make up stories to rap about, you know what I'm saying? So
you're just like, fuck it.
Let me just stick to doing the producing. I'll let y'all that actually are in that life, you know what I'm saying? Because I never claimed no hood or nothing like that. So
I feel you. When did you start DJing?
DJing came way later. I started DJing in 2015. So
damn, like 11 years after you started producing, you're like even.
Yeah. So it came really easy because of that.
Do you think I was gonna ask you, do you think it goes hand in hand?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because when I first started, like for instance, me, like people think I've been DJing. I low key started DJing 2013. I started DJing, and it was only because I was actually talking about it before. We were talking about acid and shit. I was talking. Right. It was when my dad passed away, and after he passed away, me and all my homies, like, you know, of course, in typical, you know, fashion, your homies come together, like the family, and we were just like, hey, the homie was like, hey, I got some acid. I mean, you want to just escape for a minute? I was like, fuck it at that point. You know, I was willing to do anything. Yeah. Did the acid, and then from there, like, I literally purged, you know, got everything out, got clarity, and then all of a sudden, like, music to me just became, like, real. Like, I started thinking, like, why do I know so much music? Mm-hmm. And like, why do I want to put it together? And then from there, I started actually just like, you know what? I'm about to come into some money. Let me invest my money correctly. So I went and bought all my DJ equipment like out the gate.
So how old were you?
Like 23.
Okay, yeah.
23, 22.
That was smart though.
Yeah, and then once I did that, like, man, it was like non-stop after that. Everything started clicking and making sense. And now I'm leading into like trying to learn how to produce. Like trying to get into that way. Like I've even collabed with you on some shit. Absolutely. You know, and I'm noticing that all my time of learning how to DJ, and when it came to like learning the process of actually like timing and on the one and cutting and shit like that.
That's
producing. Exactly. You're producing a track every night when you're out in the club. You're producing a vibe. You're producing a whole wave. Would you say it is like that when you were
Absolutely.
learning?
It was just the other way around. So
that's what's funny about it. That's why I'm like, you started off as a producer and then you ended up DJing. I'm starting off as a DJ.
When I started DJing, like you said, timing and counting beats and knowing when to drop something, it was just natural. So, I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good. But what I was gonna say is, what do you like more?
Producing.
For real?
Yeah.
I love
creating the vibe.
Creating the vibe?
Yeah.
I think it's a cheat code. And I was gonna sell it like, if you're a producer and you're a DJ and you go into a beat, you literally are like, all right, you DJ so many different moods.
Right.
Like, that's why it's hard for me to like understand like producers who probably don't, like, I know some producers who don't go out to the club. Like, they don't go out. Right. They literally stay in the lab and they're just producing all day. Don't go out. Probably that you're like, hey, that might be me.
To a certain extent, that's me.
Facts.
Yeah, you know?
To a certain extent, that's me.
It's like, how do you create such great vibes just in your head without seeing it? Like, I feel like me, as I have a cheat code, because like, if I'm trying to make a twerking song, I've seen so many songs that have created this reaction. Do you get what I'm trying to say? What would you say was your process of creating that vibe, or like even when going
it's not like
it?
I've never been to a club, you know what I'm
saying? No, I feel you.
No, but yeah, and then like you said, I do spend time DJing. I used to be in the club scene a little bit, in that, you know what I'm saying? I more so do like private stuff now, but I mean, creating the vibe, you just know, bro.
My nigga, you're nice at DJing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're so humble, but you're like, yeah, I mean, I do it. Like, no, my nigga, you be cutting.
I mean,
like, you really got the selections you cut, and like, I would think you were DJing longer. That's why it's kind of a shock to me.
I had some good mentors when it came to the DJing. You know, shout out Corn Breeze. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
That boy, he's special. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take a moment for this, my nigga. Real shit. My nigga Corn Breeze. You're like the fourth person to bring him up on this podcast. I gotta have him on the podcast.
Why has he not been on?
I'm really thinking about that right now, because Corn Breeze,
he's low key a IE legend, my G.
like not even low, like very high. How about this? Corn Breeze has seen me in every avenue and aspect of my life. He saw me when I was just coming to hip hop shows with no connects, trying to get connects in. He seen me when I was coming in. He seen me when I was getting the gig, my first gig, to headlining, to throwing the event, to now in this state.
Right.
And he's always been a pivotal figure in that. And it's funny you bring him up. And I'm like, as a DJ, I would say for sure him, because I remember when I first heard him play, no lie, we were in Riverside at some club. It was like kind of where Sevilla's is, but it was like some little, it probably was Sevilla's, I don't remember. It was like it was an outside club. And he was DJing and he cut an Aretha Franklin original song and then cut it into Miss Fat Booty. He put the original sample from Miss Fat Booty, Mos Def, into that. And I was like, what the
Like, he helped me with my creativity as far as DJing went. You know what I'm saying? I already knew how to make beats and all that, but as far as like seeing a DJ be creative with his craft, like, that was that was the one. He was the one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he always took risks too.
Exactly.
Like, and I think that's an important thing a lot of DJs don't do. And I struggle with too, because especially so you're getting paid for gigs. Like, you know, especially when you start getting these real, like, good, steady checks from these places,
right.
You'll get in a bubble. You're like, okay, this is what they want to hear.
This is what they want.
I know how to do it, and fuck it.
Right.
I can say consistently, I've never heard a steady, sane Cornbreeze set.
Never. Because he goes off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Cornbreeze, man. But yeah, but any
tight.
other, who else was probably some of your mentors you would say going up or around getting you with DJing first? And then
with DJing, definitely Noah James, you know what I'm saying? Just,
big bro.
Just because of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We used to have that common ground outside patio.
Right.
I used to like be there every
week.
week.
I think that's where I first seen you at. Yeah, in those days. Probably. And I wasn't even DJing then. That's what's crazy. I was just hosting. Noah used to just let me host events.
Right. So
he's just like, all right, man, I'll give you 3 drink tickets and you can get anybody in. Just tell them to say Big C, but you got to promote it. And we'll pack that shit out. And it'll be lit. And sometimes we'll leave away with a little money.
Exactly. So he definitely gave me opportunity. Shit. I mean, honestly, I started DJing because I had some artists I was working with. And I just wanted to DJ their shows.
Wow.
And
I think
then
that's the same for me also.
Just be in that process, learned how to mix and stuff. But like I said, it kind of came hand in hand with producing. So,
you know what? And the thing was, I wasn't producing.
It wasn't hard.
Yeah. That's just, it's so crazy to me. Like, cause when I started off, it'd be like when you start off producing, I started off DJing in front of a crowd. Mm-hmm. And I never knew, like, I did one house party and then Cassius got signed. And then when he got signed, Cash was like, well, if you want to come on tour,
let's go, yeah.
You're going to have to learn how to DJ or you're going to have to figure it out. So, and I went on tour with this nigga.
That's a good inspiration, though. If you want to go on tour, learn to DJ. I want to go on tour.
From the murder, and this is like, my niggas already went on 2 tours already.
Right.
And I went on 1 as a host. I wasn't even DJing.
Wow.
Lil C was DJing. Rare.
Wow.
A lot of people don't even know that. The first tour I ever went
on,
Lil C was the DJ.
3?
Yes.
Wow.
He was the DJ. He'll wear a mask. He wore like a baby mask, sometimes like a baby face mask, or he'll wear the smiley face mask. And he will be playing songs like, we went to Detroit and we played Ball with the Ball. We came out to Kid Rock and everybody was like, what? But then we fucking, at the time, it was okay. When we were in Chicago, we were playing fucking R. Kelly, I Believe I Could Fly. And the crowd went up and everybody put their lighters in the air and it was beautiful. This was like 2000, like 14. So it wasn't okay then, but it was okay then. To society.
We just let it slide.
We let it,
You know what I'm saying?
God, that nigga Kelly, man. Fuck that nigga R. Kelly. It's bad. Anyway.
It's bad.
but learning how to DJ in front of a crowd though, I remember fucking up so many times and fail and Cassius and Speak would be cussing me out because I would be like feeling myself because a nigga like me, I was like, okay, I want to be the star right now. I'm gonna be a star too. I didn't know how to take that back role. I was like, well, these niggas on tour, I'm on tour too. They're an artist, they my homies, so we all artists.
We on tour.
We on tour. No. I went out there, I would be cutting, right? Yeah. And I'm a big nigga, so I'm jumping up and down. My controller's moving. Controller drops on the floor mid-performance. Music shuts off.
Nigga.
They look back at me like, what the fuck?
That happened to me. I recently had an opportunity to go on tour with Dax, and we was turning up. I don't remember what city.
It always was a turn up.
Yeah, I don't know what city we was in, but we was turning up. I was jumping up and down, and my fucking computer fell off the table. So all the music shuts off, and he turns around and he's like, what happened? Anyways,
exactly. That's usually what happens, and it's crazy, and that's when you realize you were professional.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't lean on that.
Exactly.
Because they cussed me out. They're like, hey, my nigga, I know you want a party, but this ain't a fucking party, my nigga. This is a label.
Right.
Like, label heads, they will send secret shoppers, quote unquote. Little label heads in every city, and they just come to see, especially if you're a new artist.
Sure, yeah.
Like, my nigga, they're investing dough into this motherfucker. You're a new stock.
Facts.
So, learning how to do that, but that gave me the swag, though. Because it'll be moments in the tour where, say, we'll open up for, Chevy or, the Underachievers, all them niggas like that, Smoke Disney and shit like that. And, let's say they're not ready yet. So, I'll get an extra 20 minutes to just DJ.
To just go up.
And just turn up before they come on. And then I'll turn up the crowd. And then I remember I was in New York and I did it for like 40 minutes. I went for a 40-minute set and it was cracking. And that's where I was like, okay, this DJ shit's lit. Came back to the IE, tried to turn it up and just ain't looked back since.
That's right.
And what you're producing, how did you start multiplying your producing? How did you start getting it to like the plateau it is now? Like who was like some of the first artists you were working with that you could say started putting yourself out there? All right.
I had some artists I was working with, I still work with today, News and Berserk. They were on my label, Area 91.
Okay.
So those were the first two guys I was working with heavily. It started expanding from there, especially in the last few years. Started working with a lot more IE artists.
Right.
Cam Gnarly.
Shout out Cam.
Shit, a lot of people.
He's like, yeah.
Now that I'm trying to think of them, like, it's like, damn.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
But I understand also too, you've been working with a lot of people like for instance, like the OT Genasis record.
Right.
How did that even come about?
Well,
for people that don't know, you helped produce Bay, you worked on Bay.
Right.
And shit blew up. Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I know that had to be bananas being from Riverside, being from the IE.
Yeah, man. It's still crazy to this day, you know what I'm saying? Just to know that, you know what I'm saying, we had people like LeBron and Kevin Hart. And
when you saw
Kylie
that video,
Jenner, bro.
Tell me, what were you doing when you saw that video, bro? I was
probably in the studio, but I was like, yo, like, what the hell? Like, this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit it's lit, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, how it came about, it's kind of it's an interesting story. For a brief moment in my life, I was an engineer for Joe Moses.
Okay, shout out Joe Moses.
Yeah. So we had done some sessions with a producer named Mike Free.
Okay.
Mike Free was a co-producer, or he was Mustard's co-producer.
Right.
So he has a lot of credits with Mustard and shit.
Yeah. So
I ended up meeting him, you know, just stayed in contact with him over the years. And he had hit me one day and was like, yo, like, send me some stuff for Tyga. So, excuse me. We had got in the lab, made a bunch of beats.
Uh-huh.
This one ended up being one of them. He ended up sending it to Tyga.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
This is so crazy how these stories become. I always listen. It's always like, yeah, I said that this someone completely different.
Right, yeah.
Somehow.
So Tyga ends up with the beat, and he obviously, you know, turns it down.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it ended up in OT's.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, how, did you email it? Did you send it to?
Absolutely not. This was all a play through Mike Free. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Shout out Mike Free.
So he sent that beat out. He hit me up one day like, yo, OT, pick one of your beats. Pick one, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then just from there it
went up. You know, shout out to Oh Gosh and AG. My boy AG.
Shout out to our mom, man.
Yeah.
That is
Those
crazy.
are the homies. So yeah,
and y'all all just collabed on that.
We collabed on the beat. We, like I said,
where'd you make it at?
At the studio in Riverside. You know what I'm saying?
So that beat was made in Riverside.
Yeah, we
shout out to IE. That's crazy.
We had made like 15 beats that day with Tyga in mind.
Yeah.
And it just ended up.
You understand this shit makes the club go stupid. As a D,
see, OT did his shit though.
He did.
OT made it a hit. So shout out to OT, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody could have got the beat and did something completely different.
Yeah.
If Tyga would have picked that beat, we would not have Bay today. You know what I'm saying? It might have been some
other
completely other record.
Who knows?
So shout out to OT for having that vision and creating that song. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was, I remember hearing it, I was like, nah, this ain't real.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. The first time I heard it, I wasn't fucking with it.
Are you serious?
I wasn't fucking with it. I was like, oh man.
I thought that was the great. When I heard it, I was like, nah. Because the hook was so simple.
Right, yeah.
And that's what he does. That's what I love about OT.
It worked.
All his hooks are something like a kid can sing.
That shit.
On the low.
I ain't gonna lie, like, because I heard it like a month or two before it came out. You know what I'm saying? And we was just sitting on it. We sitting there and we vibing with it. But the first couple times I ran it through, I'm like, I'm like, man, this ain't gonna work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This ain't. But then he dropped it and it did
I'm
what
about
it
to
did.
say,
you know
when
what I'm
was it
saying?
when you knew it was a hit? When did you know it was a hit? You're like, oh yeah, this is.
I mean, after I kept listening to it for a while, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like I get it. Like,
Did you ever drop it at a club yourself and drop it and see the response yourself as a DJ?
I mean,
yet?
after it came out, yeah, I have since now, yeah.
Yeah.
And I drop it anytime I drop it on the West Coast, like anywhere out
Blows
here,
up.
like it's dope to see that the crowd knows the record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's just
It's a dope
tight to
feeling.
me that I love that was a homegrown record.
Absolutely.
I.E. straight up.
All IE producers.
And then you sent it to, it got sent somehow, let's just say mythical, magically.
Yeah.
Just got to him.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you're a spiritual person and you understand, how things work. And that's divine, bro. That means you really were just doing your work.
Niggas been grinding for a long time for that opportunity to happen. You know what I'm saying?
You said 2004 you started.
Come
It's
on,
2000 what? When was that record come out?
It came out in 18, like the end of 18,
That's 14?
basically 19.
Would you say that was your first bigger record that hit probably
Yes.
charts and did that?
Yes.
Wow. Congrats on that, man. Real
Appreciate
talk,
you,
bro.
bro.
Like real shit.
100.
That shit's tight, man. That's not like only why I wanted to talk to you too, but I was like, I just wanted, cause I didn't really know the history, cause I don't really talk to you about that kind of stuff when I see it. We usually working all the time.
Right.
But I just was like, damn, I was wondering if you made it out here. I didn't know if you made it out there home, like you were just in some LA section. You're like, nah, I was in Studio Riverside, knocking out a bunch of beats though.
Yeah.
So do you say when you make beats, do you know ones are gonna be ones like now? Do you say you got that ear now? You're like, oh yeah, this is it.
I mean, I feel like every beat I made is gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But-
I feel you.
But I mean, it's just about the right artist getting on the right beat. You know what I'm saying? At the end
It's
of the day,
equally important.
Right.
Equally
exactly.
important. Do you prefer cooking up with artists like organically, like straight up in the studio, or do you like you'll shoot a beats and stuff like that? Like, how do you prefer?
Either way, but I would prefer being in with the artist. Cause
I know Zaytoven loves working with the artist. Like, you got to pull up on
Yeah.
Zaytoven in Atlanta.
Because it
And
makes
then
more
you-
sense. We can vibe, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We know something's gonna get cut.
Yeah.
I could send you 30 beats, and you might not fuck with none of them. You know
You
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
Because I don't know
Is that
what
like
vibe.
anxiety? Because like you literally, those are like your babies.
I mean,
Low key. I mean, yes, you make a lot of them. Yes,
Yeah.
you're good, but those are still your art. Like, so it'd be
Yeah.
just a nigga with 100 of your beats, and you're just like, okay. I mean, what's up? Like,
right?
I see
mean,
you out. You ain't gonna like.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But I mean, I don't never think of it like that. But
Real shit. That's good.
yeah.
See, that's that Capricorn shit. Don't do
Right.
that.
I mean, that's crazy because I'm a Cap too. You know what I'm saying?
No
But
shit?
Yeah.
See, I'm sick.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever think of it like that. But yeah.
Nah, that makes sense, man. But other thing I was gonna talk to you about is I know you've been attending a lot of musical conferences and like conventions and stuff like that. You've been going to it was a NAMM, I think it was called. I wanted you to talk a little bit about that because I'm familiar with it, but I know it's a lot of people that probably would like to know what that is, especially in the IER, like out here, like they might not know it's available. What is that? If you don't mind me asking? What is
NAMM is like where they it's kind of like the LA Auto Show where they
it? Yeah,
they present all the new vehicles for the year, you know what I'm saying?
got you.
But it's all the audio gear for the year. So
Damn.
these mics, these stands, this headphone amplifier, you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
all
so
that,
you just
know what
see
I'm saying?
all the new anything you're about to get? So is that where like a lot of producers and stuff be at, like showing like demos?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where you can meet any and everybody that's in the industry. They're there that weekend. So
That's fucking.
it's
tight.
dope it's dope because you can not only view the new gear, but you can network as well. So.
Right. Where do you like how these? Well, I know a lot of the music festivals and shit is canceled now because of coronavirus.
Man.
But how do you feel about a lot of these conventions, like are these music festivals like South by, and like like NAMM, and then I guess it's even North by. I heard about that also.
I've actually never been to South by. This was going to be the first time that I was going to go this year. And the
What?
fucking coronavirus fucked that up for me. So fuck you, coronavirus.
This is gonna be your first time going.
Yeah.
Have you done any of those other? You went to A3C, right?
I went to A3C one
How'd you
year.
like that?
That was dope. That was dope, man.
Did you go the year when the fight broke out and it was like crazy?
Yep. We was
You
in that
seen it?
crowd. We was in the crowd. We was in. They supposedly it was gunshots, but honestly, we heard it was just a a metal barricade falling over, and it hit the ground so hard that it smacked and it sounded like a gunshot. So niggas started rushing and shit. They thought there was a fight going on, but they thought it was guns going on. So niggas started rushing and shit. This nigga Wayne was in the middle. We went to Atlanta so excited to see Wayne. This nigga got 2 songs into his set, and this fucking fight broke out.
Why does this keep happening to you?
Why?
I'm riding it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro. And then the homie ended up fucking up his hand. You know what I'm saying? He jumped the fence and like stabbed his hand on the damn fucking,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So we was in ER the rest of the night, you know what I'm saying? Along with a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that had got
you was
trampled
there all
and shit.
night.
Man.
So is that
Speaking of Atlanta, that was a culture shock, bro. Because I'm from fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm from California, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We have every culture here, you know what I'm saying?
It was just black.
It was so black in Atlanta. I loved it, but it was just a culture shock. I'm like, yo, like this is crazy.
My nigga, I went to school out there. So
really,
I went to Clark.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So when I went to Clark
you know
out
exactly
there,
what the fuck
bro,
I'm talking about.
I went as soon as I landed with my mom. We were in the airport and it was all black people. That was the most black, and everybody was like, look rich. Everyone looked like they had money.
It's tight.
I didn't see no broke people for like the first couple hours I was out there.
All the nurses, all the doctors, all the people at the hospital. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like
until I got to my school campus.
What happened?
Cause my school campus, Clark's campus, is in Bankhead. It's zone 1. Okay. So that shit's literally the hood.
Right. It's in the.
So our campus is literally smack dab in the hood, and then it's Spelman's campus, and then it's Morehouse campus too.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's all right by each other. It's the AUC, the Atlanta University Center. I'm like remembering it as I'm going. I'm kind of high. But no. Either way, I was gonna say is when I was out there. Like when I seen girls, like I grew up around a lot of like culture, like Latinas and white girls. It was like nothing but black girls, but it was like every kind of black girl you could possibly think of. Every single kind, like from Hillary Banks, white girl, that black girl has never been around black people in her whole life, to like the most Afrocentric, darker than me queen, Nubian princess, wears dashikis to school.
It's dope. I love it.
It's lit.
Because that was like my first time being in Atlanta as an adult. So
I
had been as a child, but you don't really pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying?
What else did you do? Any like restaurants out there? Any food spots out there when you were in Atlanta? Do you remember?
I mean, we kept it kind of local. I think we did like the Papados and shit like that.
I hate you just threw it out. Papados is fire.
Hey man,
Papados is flame.
That grilled alligator, bro.
You better.
Come on, bro.
We got to do a food show. We got to do some food because you're a foodie on the low. Every time I'm around you, we talk some food shit.
Absolutely.
And you had all the snacks in the studio.
We big boys. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me. My nigga. Nah, man, but it was when I was out there just this last time, I went to 2 Chainz restaurant.
I didn't even know 2 Chainz had a restaurant.
Bro, it's called Escobar's. I'm just gonna give them this. Trust me, it's a bar. I'm gonna break it down. It's a bar and a restaurant. And literally, when you walk in there, it looks nice, but it has sections. Some like hood ass, like nice velvet couches.
Yeah.
Roped off, but then there's like tables you can sit in like regular food, and then it's like a bar, and then it's a DJ in the back. And you can smoke weed in there.
Hey.
And you can eat like happy hour fried catfish baskets for like the 10. And you can get a drink. Like they had the strong ass Long Islands. So I was in there drunk eating catfish, smoking weed, listening to like hip hop for like 2 hours.
Bro.
It was lit. So shout out Escobar, shout out 2 Chainz. He got to figure it out.
Low key, I think I'm about to book a flight to Atlanta.
Hey, man. For the low.
For the low, right?
Why there's Corona going around?
You feel me? Hey.
That sounds horrible. We're making a joke of it, but
I know, but nigga,
it's real. But
I'm just saying, it's a great time to buy flights. That's all I'm saying.
It's a great time to buy anything right now, low key. If you can get it right now, I was making a joke. I was like, man, Lysol is more valuable right now than freaking cocaine. If you have bricks of freaking Lysol and like hand sanitizer, you might could break the market right now.
I don't want to laugh at that because it's facts.
It's facts. Let me have 10 boxes of hand sanitizer right now and go on Amazon.
Man.
That's like selling bricks right now. They might try to rob me. I'll have to come with the thing to sell it.
Going stupid on that, man.
That would be deep. Hey, I get on that just got right now. It's like 10 niggas like, damn, real shit though. It's dark. Buy some hand sanitizer right now. Tell me how much it costs.
Man,
If you can find it.
Yeah, where you gonna buy it at?
Fucking coronavirus. Sorry, I know we're going down a rabbit hole, but it's like, goddamn, that shit's really fucked up some shit. I can see it in your face. You're still, I was doing Coachella. I'm still doing Coachella. I'm still DJing. I was DJing week 1, and it got postponed. So we're all waiting. It's like me and like 3 other the homies. We're all just like, okay, well, we're just gonna kill it in October. Yeah. Whenever it comes back, we're just gonna like make up for all lost time.
Gotcha.
Just because, and I mean, it's cool. It's gonna be like a supercharged performance. I know, what's my nigga album? Uzi. Have you heard Lil Uzi's album that just dropped?
I did.
Uzi, I'm waiting for his performance at Coachella.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna ask you a question. Just side note, high bar on some high shit. If you could do a festival, where would you throw it, and who would you have performing at your festival?
Oh my God. Where would I throw it? I gotta throw it at home, you know what I'm saying?
So you gonna do it in Riverside?
Yeah.
Where in Riverside? The convention center? You gonna find the spot?
Figure it out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You throw it at the Orange Grove, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, that would be cracking.
Cause that's a big open area, you know what I'm saying?
And who you gonna have performing?
Shit. I don't know. I have to. That's a good question, man.
You don't know who would you have as a DJ. It's just like putting together a playlist. To
I
me.
know, but
like I would have to have Frank Ocean. If I could just have anybody.
Okay.
Like I would have to have Frank Ocean.
Okay.
I have to have Wiz.
That makes sense.
E40.
That makes
Snoop.
sense.
And that would be probably all the rap. And then everything else would be like NERD and like Sade.
Yeah.
But the rap would just be like Snoop, E40, and maybe like Roddy Ricch. Just for the internet to get the clicks and get lit.
Right.
But he's tight though. I shouldn't even say that.
No, yeah,
Roddy Ricch really plays the piano on stage.
That nigga's sick as fuck, bro. That nigga's ill.
How old is that nigga?
I don't even know. He young though. 20 something.
20. Oh man, but you know, AK, I wanted to ask you a question before we get up out of here though. What advice do you have for maybe some other people that's in the IE that's literally in your position or in the position of like making beats, producing? How do you get to this next level? What advice do you give to them to level up their stuff basically and get to that level of where you're actually at and, you know, producing for artists and actually doing consistent gigs and consistent placements and stuff like that? What advice would you have for maybe the young kid in IE that's doing that?
Just keep grinding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It took me 15 years to see a placement.
Damn. Niggas don't even want to think about that. That's a long time, bro. The 15?
I mean, that's
what Reem be telling me though. Like Reem and Dre B, when I be talking to them about shit, cause they started ETB in 2007, 8? Yeah.
Yeah, I met Dre the year that he started that.
No shit.
Yeah, we was going to RCC.
That's rare, and bro, and he's still grinding. And I think that's a success, and that's something I don't learn.
I mean, that sounds stupid. I'm sorry. Like,
no, it doesn't. That's very simple, and it makes sense.
It's simple, but okay. If I had to say something else, like, don't be afraid to step outside the box, because I was not making those type of beats before I got the call to like make beats for Tyga.
What kind of beats did you start off making? What'd you say?
I kind of had a different sound, you know what I'm saying?
All
it was
together.
just, I would make some like trappier shit sometimes, but I kind of had like, I was kind of developing like a different type of sound, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I have this album out that's on, I mean, it's everywhere right now. If you look it up, it's called Greatness Unknown. It's a different type of sound, you know what I'm saying? It has different elements in it.
Right.
But then nowadays, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make a more commercially friendly sound.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my nigga, get the checks. Let's make some money. Let's have some fun with it. I was just saying, I was listening to that Doja Cat record. She had like a little pop record that she was playing, and then you were talking about someone else too before we were talking about the show.
Dua Lipa. Yeah, she's killing it.
Trust
Yeah.
me, bro. That shit's the wave, man. So
It's
I
the absolute
understand. So
wave.
don't be scared. Don't
'Cause I,
box yourself in.
I used to be an intern for the Stereotypes. It's a production group called the Stereotypes.
Right.
And that's basically Bruno's producers, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I learned a lot from them as far as
Is there a different process from making hip hop music to pop music?
oh, absolutely.
Really?
It's very, very, very meticulous. You know what I'm saying?
It's calculated.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a formula?
I mean,
Damn near. You would say.
almost, but I mean, you still have to add your own flavor to it. But yeah, there's almost a formula you can follow.
You know, I remember when I was watching a documentary. No, not even watching a documentary. I read Quincy Jones' book, and he was talking about when he was making his autobiography, and he was talking about when he was making Thriller with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And he was saying like he just reached out to like the best songwriters and the best like
Exactly.
guitar player, the best keyboardist, the
And
best.
see, that's one thing that I learned as a producer. Like, that's another piece of advice, I guess. Like, don't be afraid to have somebody else do something that you're not good at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I collab with so many people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so my music sounds the way it does because I collab with people. And I mean, it's not obviously everything that I do. It's not just me. I didn't just produce Bay. You know what I'm saying? That was a creation of
Three different entities.
three
Yeah.
individuals. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, don't be afraid to collab with people. A lot of people
That's
want to.
deep.
A lot of people
Yeah.
want to just stick to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I made this, I did this, I did this. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a part of something that ends up becoming big, it's better than being a part of something that does nothing.
I think
you know
that's
what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
of people's downfall is they don't want to reach out and they don't want to collab and they don't want to like do it as together in unity. They be
Like, there are people that all they do is play guitar. So why would I not want to work with you?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like, nigga, you're the fucking guitar nigga. Because they even were saying when I think it was Bad. Yeah, it was Bad. No, Beat It. Excuse me. It was Beat It. Michael Jackson Beat It. And Eddie Van Halen, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Eddie Van Halen.
The solo.
And they said Quincy Jones said he literally brought Eddie in and they gave him a 6-pack of beer and some cigarettes. And they just let him hear it for a little bit over and over. And he just came in and did what we hear now.
Rocked it.
One take. And then just walked out with his beer and then that was it. And then Mike requested that particular, like, I want to do it like that person.
Right.
That was a question I asked Cam Gnarly and I asked Noah, and I want to ask you too. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, man.
If you could sign any artist in 1984 between Prince and Michael Jackson, who you signing? And why?
Personally, I'm signing Mike. I know Prince is just the ultimate artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, all due respect to Prince, but my upbringing was through Mike. I remember being a young kid, like, screaming, I'm back, and you know I'm back. I remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my upbringing.
I was for sure the fat kid that had to do the Michael Jackson. I had to do the moonwalk, do the little tippy toes as a kid.
And I specifically remember the first time seeing Thriller, the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I didn't really catch on to Prince until later.
Right.
So, me personally, it would have to be Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
You know what? I said Mike too because I said Mike for sure was about the money. He was about the dough. Mike would make your money cheap.
Hey,
Prince was about the money too.
too. This nigga changed his whole identity to get the money. You know what I'm saying?
Touche. But Mike will work with you, bro. I feel like Prince will make a masterpiece and then it will never come out. And you'll just know it's like, bro, we could just put this out and it'll be over. No, Mike is with it. Mike will plan a whole tour around it.
Absolutely.
5 visuals, like a theme park, a ride, a movie, an animated movie, some gloves. Yeah, he was with the jug. Prince was like, I'm going to drop it when I want to drop it, and it's only going to be at Target.
Well, I mean,
and
damn,
80%
Mike
of it's going to go to me.
Mike been a star since he was 8. You know what I'm saying?
He been with the jug.
You know what's crazy, bro? What I be thinking about sometimes? This nigga Stevie Wonder has been signed since he was 13. He's like 80 something now.
Bro, he's made
still dropping records, still touring.
On deck. I think he can see. I told that to the homie. I said I think Stevie Wonder can see. I think at this point he just keeps it going.
Hey, there's a video. You seen that video where the nigga catches the mic?
What?
Just look up on YouTube. Stevie Wonder catches the mic.
He catches the mic like it drops.
Somebody kicked the mic stand over, and this nigga like caught it with the force, bro. Like he don't even look. He just just like and keep it going. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
hey man,
how did he know the mic was getting kicked over?
He can see. That's what I'm going at. I like.
Oh my god.
I don't know how he does it, man.
I don't know.
This is some real wavy shit, man. AK.
I love it.
Man, you know what? I want to ask you because one thing about us that brought us together even more besides music is cannabis.
Yes, it did.
Definitely, we smoked a lot of weed. Even besides, before we even, that's what we did. We smoked. Yeah. When did you first start smoking weed and like what?
Oh, shit.
You don't have to say it. If it's a crazy number, don't say it.
You know,
you looked at me like, nigga.
This is something that I left out, though. This is crazy, though. I said that my cousin taught me how to make beats. I didn't tell you that same weekend, my cousin got me high for the first time.
I knew it.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my guy.
I don't know. Just a little, we smoked a little pipe in the backyard, you know what I'm saying? He had to show me how to do it and shit, you know what I'm saying? That was my first time ever smoking.
Are you serious? My first time smoking was when we were walking from school. It was this girl who I used to really, really like, okay? And it was me and her sister, and we were all walking. And she pulled out a doobie out of her bra. So I was already like in when I saw that. I was like, all right, cool. And she lit it, and we were walking, and she gave it to me, and I hit it, and I was like, and I didn't know, like, I just kind of like blew it out.
Right.
And she was like, no, you got to do it like this. And she blew it in her mouth, and then like blew it in my mouth like a shotgun out the gate.
Damn, she
and
was with it.
She wanted me to get high, and then we, got dummy too high, and I ate up all this food, and I was like sold ever since.
Hey, man.
It was dark, but I was like 12 maybe. I was for sure in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And then like after that, I didn't really smoke again, and then like junior year got lit. I was really like when Kush really like started becoming more like available and out, because I didn't like stress, because I didn't like seeds and shit. It used to pop, and I didn't like the process of rolling. See, I know you know about smoking like the real shit, because I remember when I used to listen to your podcast. Yeah, bro, I used to listen to your podcast with Draz, and y'all used to talk about hella tree, and I was like, bro, I just wanted to ask him about this weed shit, bro.
We gonna bring that shit back too, man.
Oh, definitely. Bro, that's happening. That shit was hard as shit. I was definitely a fan of that show. Absolutely. And we're gonna bring it back. We gotta do the reboot.
Absolutely.
I gotta be on the first episode.
Come on, bro.
Smoking hella dope.
Come on, bro.
What's your favorite strain?
Shit. I really liked Charlie Sheen at a certain point.
Charlie Sheen, OG.
I went through my Gorilla Glue phase. That's I'm high as fuck now. Shit.
It's cool. It's Gorilla. That is a hard word to say. I won't try to say
Gorilla
it right
Glue.
Gorilla Glue phase. God, that's a stupid fucking Sorry.
Yeah. But shit, right now, I can't even say I have a favorite. I just smoke OG a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
how do you feel about this gold rush with cannabis right now? Like all these big corporate companies coming in
that shit's
and like
kind of crazy, but you know, I'm finna step my little foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? I got a little cannabis infused barbecue sauce that's finna drop. You know what I'm saying?
What? Niggas about to have the ribs and get high while you eat the ribs?
Come on, dog.
Oh, that would be so fire. Hold on, sorry, I just thought about that. Like, imagine sorry, I'm selling it for you.
Yeah, bro.
I see it right
bro.
when you said it.
Smoking J's 420 sauce coming soon.
Coming soon? Was that an exclusive?
That's an exclusive.
You know what got me with the cannabis whole culture was this brand called Viola. Al Harrington's a basketball player. Basketball player Al Harrington.
Yeah.
He started a cannabis company, and it was literally off of his grandma. because his grandma had like horrible like pain and inflammation and like horrible shit, was taking hella pills and it was making her sick and it wasn't helping her.
Yeah.
And he literally just ended up giving her like a little bit of weed, and then like after convincing her and talking to her like about it, and she was just long story short, she did it, and it actually, she started crying because it cured her. She felt better than she ever felt off of everything. And then after that, that's why it's called Viola, because it was off his grandma named Viola. So after I heard with them, I was like, okay, this shit's probably real, bro. Because now nigga, he's like all black owned company.
I can actually attest to it being real because my dad, he's a Vietnam vet. He he had some neck surgeries when I was younger, probably like 10 years old.
Right.
And he had to retire because of that. You know what I'm saying? So he's been laid up and he was in pain for years. And the VA is kind of a fucked up little place. So
I've heard about that shit. I heard they be doing niggas fucked up.
Yeah, so recently he kind of or during that time, he was taking 30, 40 pills a day.
God damn.
Crazy shit.
That'd tear up his stomach.
Man, he was bedridden pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But my man started smoking weed and was able
strain? Do you remember what strains he was started off with?
It didn't matter.
Wow. It's just anything other than that. Wow.
Yeah. So
and he was like an instant
he was able to wean himself off the pills, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So now he's purely cannabis. So
is he still bedridden right now?
Hell no. This nigga is Nigga, he's everywhere.
Wow.
You know
how soon of a turnaround was it, that would you say?
Shit. It was quick. It was fast, bro.
Wow.
He was able to wean himself off of all them pills, and now he's like the president of a foundation called Weed for Warriors.
Wow.
Which helps veterans get cannabis.
I don't know why they don't have that already. It's because it's federally now. Yeah,
that's a whole nother.
See, you just that's a whole other hour of talking. We need like 2 more people, man. Right. But nah, man. But that's why I believe in this though, because it helped me. You know, I always tell this story. You know, it helped wean me off of my addictions. And
right.
People still be like, "Oh, well, you still smoke weed?" It's like, well, what I was doing.
Right.
This is a lot better. I would not die doing this for sure. There's no recorded deaths to this. So.
That part.
And it helps people just in that story, and it helped me. It helped with when I had my surgery with my stomach and with my gastric sleeve, with my weight loss surgery.
Exactly.
They gave me hella Narcos. And I said Norcos. I'm thinking about the show.
Right, yeah.
Nah, but they gave me hella those shits and was like, yeah, take them. And I probably could have kept getting them. But then I was like, nah, man, I want to be sober. Like I wanted to be on no other opioids or nothing like that. And I had to wean myself off, and I was vaping because it was the only thing I could do because my stomach would hurt. So I had the little Pax pen.
I remember that.
Yeah, see? And that shit weaned me off of everything. That's when I realized, I was like, bro, this shit's really medicine, bro.
Facts.
Like, it's just misunderstood. I don't know. I'll never understand.
It's becoming more acceptable now, obviously, you know.
Because the gold rush is here. The corporate America's here.
Right.
But at least when it's companies like Viola, you know,
yeah,
that I've heard, it's like
good,
a few good companies. Even Cookies.
Companies,
like,
yeah.
hey, man, even though they're the big dogs, but Burner's eating and them other brands are eating. Like, if you get with them niggas, it's like getting signed.
Absolutely.
Like, you're good. He's he's the man right now. He's like Diddy right now of the weekend. So, you know, I that's what I wanted to talk to you about, because I know this whole gold rush of, you know, our green rush they're calling
green
it.
Rush,
Yeah, I keep saying gold rush. This whole green rush is going to be profitable, and I want in on it, and I'm for sure going to start doing shit with it.
Well, shit, you know, like you said, we finna start this foodie podcast. I'm finna drop this barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? We finna get it in.
Great,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
We're gonna do it, bro. Man, but you know, IOK, man, I appreciate it. Man, definitely you coming through, bro.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
And we did a lot of we talked about a lot of, you know, dope shit, random shit, funny shit. But honestly, you're a very great example though of someone from the IE that worked hard, bootstrap, put your shit together and got it. Like, you really did. Like, I don't know any hookups. You just say one time, like, oh yeah, I was just there, then they heard it. No, my nigga, you like, I worked 14, 15 years, and I'm still working right now. it's not over, you know?
Absolutely.
So where can people hear your shit, man? Where can people, you know, get your stuff? What's your Instagram? You know, shout out that.
Everything is The Audio King. Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, fucking Tidal.
And what was the name of that album you say you have out right now too?
There's a couple of them out. The one that I dropped in 2015 is Greatness Unknown. I've dropped a project with my artist News. If you look up The Real News on Spotify or wherever, you'll find all his music. And I got a project I'm working on with DJ Charlie Cinco right now.
Hey, I fuck with that nigga.
Yeah.
That's a cold nigga. Like, he's another nigga I've been watching since he was like, yeah.
I think he's the next nigga, you know what I'm saying?
No, he's one of the cold. He's like literally
the nigga right now.
For sure.
But so yeah, then project with Cam Gnarly about to drop soon. I did a project with Jig or CJ Simmons.
Damn.
Dropped a project with M16 the Great. I did a couple songs with Audio Push. That's the latest single that's out right now. Audio Push featuring OT Genasis. Thankful.
Okay.
You can look that up. Of course, the Bay remix. You know what I'm saying?
That shit go up so much, man.
The remix, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got G-Eazy on that thing and E40. I was super hyped about having E40 on a record. That's just tight.
Hey, E40 is a legend, man.
Yeah, exactly. So,
did you get to like meet him and like that? Yeah.
I did actually. I went to the video shoot for the remix. And
is he really like how he is on like in real? Like, is he really like how he is?
Absolutely.
Still like talking the whole thing? Oh my god.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to smoke with E40. It's gonna happen. I want to drink some Earl Stevens, drink some of that wine with him, drink some of that tequila.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, he be cooking too.
He
we gotta
be
do
on
the
this
food
shit.
show.
Come
We gotta
on,
do a
bro.
food and smoking show with E40.
We gonna get him.
That'll be one of the guests we gotta. We're gonna just put that out there in the atmosphere.
We gonna get him.
All right, man. But you know what, though, Audio King, man, I appreciate you, brother, man, and you're always welcome on Big Cali World, bro.
My G.
For sure. And for all your podcasts, audio and visual needs, go to productiveculture.com/podcast. In the How Did You Hear About Us section, put in Big Cali World, put in Argument Radio, put Big Cali Told Me, put I Heard It and it was tight. It was that one cool dude with the beard that told me, whatever you can figure out, and you would get that special discount.
Shout out Productive Culture, man.
For sure, for sure. And shout out Element Recording Studios. If you're ever out here in the Pomona, LA area, IE area, have your shit sounding right also. Oh yeah, shout out your studio too, man. What's your studio out there, man?
Man, we over there at 9-5 Studios, you know what I'm saying? 9-5 Recordings, excuse me. Shout out my boy Draz, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Draz.
You know what I mean? So we rocking it out over there in Riverside. If you down there, holla.
For sure, for sure. And for all your clothing accessory needs, go to utblifestyle.shop. I believe it's a few items left, but we about to stock up soon. And also for the Shark hoodie. Oh, wait. Yeah, well, let's get them. For the Shark hoodie, go to taylorgang.com. That's still available, the UTB Shark hoodie. And for this hoodie I'm wearing right now, you can see, we're going to drop this. By the time this come out, this will be on bigcaliworld.com. You can get this right now. And, yeah, man. Feeling good, feeling great as usual. It's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali. Appreciate you, Audio King. Real shit, man. Let's go. Time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Ain't nobody fresh like C, built like bear, nigga strong like tree, strong like Kush, too hype like E. Entourage stick so thick like sheep. First class bitch, you know all 3 seats. Got the pass like free, talking free like cheap. You gon' cheat, hoodie bigger than whatever you gon' be. We gon' stack like cheese, that's 100-something G's, nigga. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all